My name is Erik. I'm here with Sunglow. We are taking care of a wet switch for a furnace to make sure that the water and condensation in the attic is safe and not going to create a problem. I'm an HVAC technician, have been for the last 12 years or so. I've been with Sunglow for about 8, and yeah, keeping it strong. So it looks like we are replacing our wet switch on the furnace. This one, when we do our reset, it has a real hard time and kind of has a mind of its own. So we're going to switch that out and put a new one in. So these customers are really smart for having safety switches and devices put in the attic, because we've got condensation that is draining and leaking for both the furnace and the water heater. Gravity's not in our favor, so we get secondary damages when that water leaves its designed path. And these devices are designed to make the customer aware, and it's also a good reason to get your maintenance done, to get some professional eyes on the system. A lot can change in a year, and when that water gets out, that's where we get the most headache from water damages. So I am getting rid of the unnecessary wire and wiring in the switch to cut the voltage in case it finds water. Now on this setup, we have a condensing furnace that produces water in the burning cycle, and we have an air conditioner that condenses water when it's cooling. Both get their water from the air, the moisture in the air, the humidity. That condenses down, makes its way through the drains. Sometimes it makes its way out of the drains, falls into our drain pan, which is another important thing to have in the attic. And the switch is designed to measure that moisture on this little foam pad on the bottom. And when that gets wet, let's see, this is our old one. No, that's the new one. This is our old one. When the little foam pad gets wet, it shorts out these two discs to each other, and that is what activates the switch and trips it. So it just creates a short in the system that on the switch to tell it that it's wet and stop running the system so we don't continue to flood things. All right, so we've got our new switch installed. Now, when we energize, we get a nice green light. We push to test. That goes red. We lose power to our control board, and the furnace no longer runs. Our second switch is on our condensate pump over here. It's the part that is responsible for telling us when the pump doesn't work so that it doesn't overflow and flood. And it is something that we need to test separately. It is cutting power to the thermostat. So I'm going to flip the switch. This is the float. It sits inside of the condensate pump. When overfilled, the water raises the float and closes a switch to tell it that it's full and not pumping properly. So we're just going to flip that switch upside down to make it think that it's full of water. And power on our system. Close up our attic space and leave it like we were never here. All right, our Ecobee is known for doing this. It's a calibrating state. It's just when it gets de-energized and the power is brought back on. Sometimes it's a quick process of about 5 minutes. Sometimes it can take like 45 minutes to an hour, and there's no way around it. It's going to do what it's going to do. So nothing to worry about.